Before we begin learning the Pesukim in Perek Yud, we're going to be reviewing and learning the new vocabulary, both the verbs, the nouns, and then down further in the page we're going to be looking at the prefixes and suffixes to explain and understand Pesukim ourselves. So on the right-hand column, you're going to see some words that have a star in front of it. These words we've already learned in the previous Perek. On the left-hand side are the words that have a blank. Those are also the nouns that we learned in the previous Perek. What I'd like you to do now is to pause the video and to try to prepare and to fill out the vocabulary words that we've already learned. If there are any words that you don't know in the verbs, you can take out your verb source sheet or part, which has all the verbs for the entire parsha, and use it as a reference for all the verbs. There are a number of verbs that also have a blank that you can look up right now, and those are verbs which are very important to learn. Those are new verbs that we haven't seen yet, but they're going to show up so frequently in the Torah that it's a very good exercise to look up what these verbs mean in our source sheet. If you've already done this and would like to continue, you can continue watching the video. Otherwise, pause and fill out the vocabulary lists. I'm now going to review the nouns and the verbs in the PowerPoint presentation. So here are the nouns that we've already learned. Av, father, Eretz, land, Isha, wife, Ben, son, Sham, there, Shem, name, Shana, year, Shanim, years. There are a few words that we are now learning. Ohel is a tent. Adamah means land. Bias is the house. Har is a mountain. Here we have a bias on a har. A mishpacha is a family. The brother in the family, if any of you grew up with brothers, makes you go ach, and that's how you say it in Hebrew. Ach. There are a few more very important words. El, which means two. Gadol, big. Goy, nation. Kol, all. Nefesh, soul. These are the words that we learned that we're going to learn in the upcoming parsha. We're going to be reviewing the prefixes and suffixes for our that are attached to nouns. If you come to your sheet, this is on the second page on the bottom. So you can fill it out on the second page, over here, and over here. We're going to be pulling them together now. If you want to do them by your own, you can come in and see how many you get right. So we add a prefix as a prepositional phrase, and a suffix makes the word possessive. It belongs to somebody. Here are some of the prefixes that we learned. You can repeat them after me. With, and, who, and. With, in or with. With, to or for. Me, from. And then the new pronoun that we're learning now, that we're going to see this unit, which comes up very frequently, is the hey that means the. Either ha or ha, hey with the katach or hey with the kamat, which means the. There are some suffixes that we've also learned. Os, which we add to the word, mishpacha becomes mishpachos. Your, cha. It's an end when we have a arzacha, ishtacha, achicha, rilchushcha. We add a cha at the end, and a cute mnemonic device that I often say is that if you point at somebody and you start laughing at them, you go ha 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 ha. So ha is what you say when you're talking about to a person. You. His. When you're talking about somebody, you go, oh boy, what did he just do? Or Yud Vav is also his or him. Achav, Rekusho, Ishto, Elav, Artso, Aviv. The Vav at the end means his. Then at the end of a word means that. And finally, here's our newest ending, our newest suffix. It's the kamatse, the ahe at the end of a word. So it means to a place. He was going Artsa Kanan. He was going to Kanan. He was going Charana to Chara. After you finish learning the new nouns and suffixes, it's time to review. On the online learning site, there is a quiz, multiple choice quiz for nouns with the suffixes in Perek 12, which is Perek If you click on that, you'll find a quiz that self-checks as you go along. So Avicha, is it his father, my father, or your father? You can check it, and it will tell you if you are correct. This goes on for the rest. There are 8 questions, and so it's a great way to review the material that we just learned.